What's the most petty thing you've ever been kicked out for? So I finally decided to go to yoga. Not because I had some spiritual awakening or felt called to discover my third eye or whatever. I just wanted to touch my toes without sounding like a haunted accordion and maybe tighten up my glutes because priorities. I walk into the studio already knowing I don't belong. I'm surrounded by women named Sage and men who wear toe socks by choice. Everyone's got that I drink room temperature water and whisper for fun vibe. Meanwhile, I show up in gym shorts and a hoodie that says sleepy but dangerous. Now, I brought my own yoga mat because I don't trust public mats. Those things have seen things. You ever step on a shared yoga mat barefoot and feel the emotional residue of a midlife crisis? I have. My mat is iconic. Black, matte finish, red flames crawling up the sides, and right across the middle, in Gothic font, it says, "Breathe, bitch." Was it a little aggressive? Sure. Was it a bit gay? Oh, 100%. But did it go hard? Yes. Yes, it did. The second I unroll it, the instructor, let's call her Celeste, because of course her name is Celeste, tilts her head like a concerned golden retriever. She walks over and says, is that really your mat? No, I say. I stole it from a drag queen during a thunderstorm. Of course it's mine. She doesn't laugh, just gives that tight white woman smile like I just said the word moist at brunch. Class starts. She dims the lights, puts on some crystal bowls and whale moans or whatever, and I'm in the back row trying to fold myself like a haunted croissant. Everyone else is breathing like they're in a cult. I'm gasping like I just jogged through a pollen factory. Celeste floats around the room like a disappointed fairy, adjusting people's hips and saying things like, "Release the tension." She gets to me, taps my shoulder and goes, "Could you maybe turn your mat over?" I whisper, "Could you maybe turn your vibe up?" The woman next to me snorts. Celeste does not snort. Celeste looks like she just tasted skim milk by accident. She walks back up front and says, "Let's all try to bring softer, more grounded energy into the space," while looking directly at me. Ma'am, I'm literally trying to ground myself. That's the pose. We move into downward dog. My wrists are screaming. My hips are debating a civil war. I'm sweating so hard I slide halfway off the mat during Warrior 2. At this point, I am the chaos in the chakra. Then she comes back. "People are finding your mat distracting." Really? Because Karen just moaned during pigeon pose like she saw Jesus. Nobody said a word when Brad over there farted audibly during Cobra and called it a breath release. But I'm the problem because my mat has fire and attitude? Celeste leans down again. "I think this might not be the right class for you." Oh, not the right class? What gave it away? The mat? The attitude? Or the fact that during Child's Pose, I was unintentionally in a full-on twerk? I stare at her. Then, dramatically, I roll up my mat like it's a medieval scroll. And I mean slow. Extra. Like I'm retiring from yoga forever. Everyone's watching. Even Brad paused his recovery breath. I turn to the woman next to me and whisper, "I hope your chakras stay petty." She gives me a fist bump. Her name was probably Raven. As I walk out, I pass Celeste and say, "Namaste, but with attitude." Then, because I'm me, I stop by reception, buy a bottle of overpriced alkaline water, and scribble a little note on the receipt before I leave it on the front desk. It says, "Your energy was off, but your leggings were cute. Fix one, keep the other." And the best part? I found another yoga studio down the street the next week. Walked in with the same mat. The instructor? A dude with a man bun and eyeliner. He took one look at my mat and said, "That's hot. Get in here, king. We've been stretching together ever since." And yes, he let me bring scented candles and he calls me Flame Boy, because sometimes petty just needs a better audience. Namaste, bitches. Stay centered and stay spicy.